Means he's tougher.
And D&D. There we go. We're on.
Oh, welcome back, everyone. I'd like to introduce. Yes, we have a new guest GM. It's the Lord of Pain, Fitzwilliam. As always, I would like to introduce playing Ticto Topkeeper, Ben. Playing Fodor McNurgle, David. And Edward the Everflame Niven, or Geralt, played by Brian. And I am Joel the DM. Shockingly, our trio was robbed in Sigil. And after a bunch of very, very interesting choices, found our attacker, who was hired by an unknown boss to bring them doorknobs to potentially escape something. We're now at the door to her employer. I welcome you to join us on our quest to become Nerds of Legend. Fitzy also welcome. All right, you are standing there, and the door opens with its bird symbol in the front. The door opens up, and you see a long hallway filled with shelves. And it's I would have to say 50 to 70 feet long. It's a long, not nightmare length hallway, but it's a long hallway. And there's shelves the entire length filled with little knickknacks here and there, but you do see knobs set on there. And some have places, some have the sign work, some have just an X on it. But there's no real pattern that you can see at the moment at a glance. But at the back, you see a large high-backed chair and a person sitting in this chair, bent over, with a large quill, writing in a book, with a pile of knobs on her desk. And the thief looks at you and she goes, "My employer is at the end of that hallway."
I see. Welp.
Oh, well.
There we go. I don't see any other option.
You could not go in the doorway. I mean, there's literally limitless options, especially with you jackasses.
Well, I'm going to go down the hall and be and say, "Excuse me, I believe you have something about
bang on the door lightly with the butt of my spear.
I thought you said
knocking,
we saw somebody
at the
end of it with the writing.
Oh no, the door's open, and all the weirdo magic and sigil that's through doors. It's just a freestanding frame that leads you to a long hallway.
Okay.
And so Fodor, you hit the door with the butt of your spear.
Yeah, knocking on the bottom of the door. As he's saying, excuse me.
Okay. How hard do you hit it?
Enough to make a sound.
Well, remember, this is okay. So you hit it, and let me get. We're gonna do, because you can't really miss a door. Do an attack roll to see how hard you hit it.
Oh no. Okay. Light knocking is gonna turn into a violent thrashing. It's a D12.
Edward, what are you doing at this time? Since I have a feeling that you're probably going to be taking a different approach.
I'm going to start down the hallway, not in a threateningly fast manner, but I want to be at a quickened pace, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
I got an 11.
You just did your attack?
Yeah, that was, you said, my attack roll. Since I can't miss a door.
Okay, what is your maximum?
17.
Okay, so you got like a minute. Okay, so it's a good. It's not like like a police knock where you're like boom, 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 but it is enough for people to know that you're there. And you don't really get a whole lot of reaction. You get like a light twitch, and you hear, "Rain, I hear you. You are not Rain." And you see her peeking behind, and she's like, these gentlemen are looking for their knob that evidently is of import to them. And the character at the desk is like, you are not supposed to bring anyone here. You know our agreement.
Well, just in her defense, she didn't bring us here. I kind of set a spy to, like, watch her because we knew some shit was going down, and we figured we kind of figured she might have stole our shit. So, can we just have our stuff back?
Taking a man's knob like that. No.
I just, like, look at Fodor.
Yeah, she's gonna look at you quizzically, and she's like, in other contexts, that could be taken a bit dirty.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I just realized all this knob talk probably raises a few eyebrows.
Quite.
But, so now you're here.
Yes.
Why?
We want it back.
No.
How far away from her am I at this point after walking at a quickened pace?
Let's say you're halfway down the hallway.
Okay, so you said it's about what?
Oh, I've been like
50,
walking with him. I wasn't like standing at the doorway yelling down the hallway. I was like, I basically.
So Fodor's at the doorway yelling, and you two are just like just booking it down the way.
Yeah.
So you said it was 50 feet or 70 feet?
It's 70 feet.
70 feet. Okay, so half of that would be.
So you'd be dead middle right now.
Okay, so.
Tikto, you're a little smaller, so you'd be like a little bit behind him. But let's say you're about 25 feet in.
Yep.
Edward, you're right about 30, 35 feet in. So you're right about the middle. Tikto, you're a little bit behind him.
That is my character speed, so.
Yeah, that is why you are moving slower, because you're a tiny ass gnome.
Okay.
I'd
like to take a few more steps towards her, and then I'd like to cast Charm Person.
Okay, do any of you take, now when she says no, she looks up. And you're casting Charm Person?
I am.
All right, I would like a perception check from Brian, because you're closest.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. So that would be 25.
Okay. As the face looks up and says no, you see it looks up, and you're a little startled for a minute as you look up and you see very, very young features. Like, we're talking like 8 or 9-year-old humanoid. But as she's talking, she's got a force behind her voice that as she's talking, and you see, she goes, no. And you see points, pointed teeth, and, the reddish tinted eyes of a very, very, this creature. And you cast Charm Person.
I do. They need a Wisdom saving throw.
20.
Okay, that beats my Charm Person.
Okay.
Can I ask why not?
I have yet to see if it works for me.
What is...
Yeah.
So, here's a thought.
I'm going to stop you there. I don't care. I need to see if this door will get me to where I need to be.
Where do you need to be?
And if it doesn't, you may have it back.
Where do you need to be?
Where I am not able to be found. You see, I have made this deal with an archfey.
Oh.
And the deal turned out to give me this. This is not okay.
Can I ask, do you have a
She
name?
goes, perhaps, what?
Do you have a name for this archfey?
Perhaps introductions are in order.
Yeah.
She goes, I am Trini de Matteo.
Hmm.
She goes, formerly of Sword's Edge.
I see.
She goes, however.
No idea where that is, but okay.
Right, well, it doesn't matter. So I made a deal with a Vutarian of Bright Lake, one of the Archfey on the southern border of the Shadowfell and the Feywild, for youth and long life, and became this, which apparently wording is a thing.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Right. Well, I refuse to pay my side of it, so I'm looking for a passage to a world where she will not follow.
So I'm going to tell you, Edward. Do you care if I spill the beans on this one?
Well,
I think it would simply be easier to take our knob by force.
Agreed.
Right. Force it is. Because I'm using it.
Well,
roll for initiative.
Why?
I mean, you can make your actions to try to talk, but he did say he's going to try to take it by force. And just for reference, Vutarian is Bob's counterpart.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Okay. Yeah. She would never give us the knob.
Nope. Yeah, because it's a series.
It's like the perfect place to go.
Yeah. Well, it would be. She would never, because she would go to Bob's, and Bob would be like, depending on his mood. Because it's like Bob is more of the dark, and Vutarian is more of the light. So they like
yeah, but it'd be like screwing over his like the yin to his yang. So
that's exactly the way to think about it.
Yeah. So he's like fuck yeah, you can come.
Yeah, and they would do it just for shits and giggles. You know, like oh, it's gonna get under her skin.
So the thing is, why does she have to keep the knob?
Well, you guys didn't really give a whole lot of a choice. She's all up on it. I get it, but she's all. Remember, right now she's all on edge.
Take my knob.
Yeah, she's all on edge right now because she has decided that this is a concern for her. Like this is her. She wants to escape. You come in there and are like, she thought she was hiding. You just popped into her hiding place.
Yep.
Like she's all sorts of like discombobulated at this moment.
Very well.
All right. We'll do 20 to 25.
That would be me at 22.
All right. Nice job.
No.
All right. 15 to 20.
19.
17.
Right.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
Didn't suck this time.
Good initiatives all around.
Sad that. What did you get? What did Fodor get?
17.
It's sad with a 17, you're still the last in the order.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I have a
finally
plus
break
8,
into the double digits. And it was all for naught. I still go.
Yeah, I know. You were like all excited, being like, maybe I'll be able to like start out some barbarian things. No. All right, Edward. You
Cleaning up after wizard as usual.
Start us off.
Okay. I immediately go into archer form. So
Okay.
basically, I become like a living embodiment of a constellation as light starts to radiate from my body.
Okay.
I do believe that is my action.
Your wild shape is not a bonus action?
No, I'm sorry. The wild shape is a bonus action. Never mind.
Right.
So what I will do is, ooh, how do I want to do this? Yeah, okay. I'll go this route. I will then cast Moonbeam on her.
Okay.
A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius in a 40-foot high cylinder centered on the point within range. I will make that point her specifically.
Okay, what type of damage does this do? Is it radiant, you said?
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts their turn there, they are engulfed by ghostly flames that cause searing pain. They must make a Constitution saving throw or take 2d10 radiant damage on failed save, half on successful.
Okay, well, you said a Constitution saving throw?
Yes, please.
She did. Ooh, her Constitution's super high, but she got a 10. She rolled super low.
Okay, that's 2d10 radiant damage then.
Nice.
Grab those. That's a 2 and a 3, so only 5 points radiant damage.
All right. She, like, as you hit it, like, all of a sudden, like, her skin bubbles and burns really quick. And, like, as it sits there and burns, it seems to do a little bit more juice than what you thought it did. Like, she really does not like radiant damage does not sit well with her.
Oh, she's gonna love my archer form then.
Okay, so she's in there, and you see her. She's in there. She starts like wiggling, like squirming and screaming. All right, Ticto.
Okay, so it's 50-foot long hallway. She's at the end of it. We've got Edward about 30. I'm at 25, and then we've got we have Fodor at the beginning, right?
Yeah, Fodor's in the beginning.
So I'm going to turn around to Fodor and I say, "Guess what? I learned a new trick." And I'm going to cast haste. So I do like all my spell work, and you'll just like the symbol of this clock that's like going normal speed all of a sudden just goes like and just like shoots at Fodor.
Nice. Fodor, you, like, everything around you seems to slow down. Ben, will you explain to him what haste does for him?
So haste, so until, for as long as my concentration lasts, your speed is doubled. You gain a +2 bonus to AC, and you have an advantage on dex saves, and you gain an additional action on your turns.
Oh, wow.
Which you can use to attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. And then I'm going to say, I'm going to also look at, hold on, I need to pull up stats.
Hey,
Real quick. Yes, so I'm going to have Watcher go fly down the hallway and hit the bitch with dragon breath.
Okay. Your command.
It's like,
That
Watch
is
out.
psychic.
Right now.
Okay. Yeah.
attack form Delta.
Don't take this wrong, but I fucking love you. Away! And he flies off. Roll for the attack, and roll for damage.
So I need a dexterity saving throw.
Wow, she is not doing well. 13.
Okay. Fire time.
Oh, good.
Yes. Oh, 17 points of fire damage.
Oh, stab in. And he's gonna sit there like fly around.
So
like,
he has 60 feet of fly speed and he has flyby. So he's literally going to like fly down the hallway, hit her with dragon breath, and fly back.
Well, he won't get all the way back because he had only 60 feet. You got like
So how far?
you
is
got
the hallway?
almost 50 feet of move. So he'll get there and fly back. But while he's flying back, he's got this look of like just exuberance on him, and he's like, "You're the best boss I've ever had." And then you hear him like humming a little tune to himself, you know, like, "I'll burn that bitch." Okay, Fodor, your turn.
All right, now that I am Turbo Fodor,
Yeah.
I'm just like, ah!
Yeah.
I would like to be raging.
All right. So both you and Bird Nation are both like, like
Battle
rage.
rage.
He's like gobbling all ferociously.
Oh yeah, and then at the end of my
Seen
turn,
a really like inflated, pissed off turkey. Like
Yeah.
you have a flock.
at the end
here.
of my turn, I'm
It
just
looked
going to like
ridiculous.
step and just like press myself up against the side of the hallway.
Right.
Like a
No,
tiny,
just-
ripped barbarian hoplite now with 3 actions per turn.
Just so you're aware, you can use an action as the dash.
Yeah, so you'll be able to reach her.
Yeah,
won't
you
get-
can
How
actually.
far am I from her, from like doorway to where she's sitting?
You are it's about 70 feet. So
Okay.
you will be able to get to her if you use
A
the
dash.
dash action.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
recommend standing next to her.
Yeah, because he's got his moonbeam going on, right?
Right.
But he'll still be able to attack, right?
Oh yeah.
Can I? Do I have to take
How
a check
big-
for that if I'm
How big
attacking
is the
in?
beam?
It's 5 feet.
The beam is 5 feet in any direction.
Well, remember,
and,
and it's centered
Ooh,
on
my
her.
weapon has reach too, so
Yep.
I have 10 feet. Does
So
that
you can
bypass it?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
So you can
Not to
stand
mention-
there and just shank the shit out of her because it's centered on her. You have a 10-foot reach.
Not to mention, it says whenever you enter the area for the first time or start your turn there. So, in other words, like, you know, you'd actually have to either enter the area or you'd have to start your turn in that zone for it to actually hit you.
Got it. So I am going to use a dash,
Okay.
get within stabbing range for me, which is 10
Oh, yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
That's
So
5
you
feet.
burn it. You burn an action. So you got 2 left, right?
So I got 2 left, and I am going to take 2 swings with my Cambion Spear, real quick, like an abbreviated E Honda with the slap. Just
All right. Nice.
So just a bunch of bifurcated spear jabs.
Nice.
18 on the dice there. Oh Jesus. 26 hits, right?
Yes, I would assume so. Fodor decided to show
18
his
on the
ass
dice.
today.
Yeah. I get some ridiculous hits with this. So that's 1 confirmed. Where'd my other dice go? Oh Jesus, 25. I got 17 and 18.
That's total? Jesus Christ. She's dead. You killed her. Game over.
No,
Show's done.
that's just 2 hit. So one was a 25, one was a 26. I still have to roll for damage.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you did 25 damage. I was like, wow. Like, come out of the gate wrecking shop.
It might be something kind of like that. So 6 damage on 1 hit and 15 damage on another. So 21 damage.
Okay.
Staying. Yeah.
All right, nice. She's right now like her skin is.
Oh, I
still
didn't roll
bubbling.
for the necrotic. Hold on. I forgot
Well,
about that.
Okay, she's rolled.
Go ahead. Continue while I do this. I don't want to
Yeah,
stop
she's
the roll.
she's like sitting there, her bubbling. Her skin is bubbling, and she's like still shocked by like, what the hell just happened? And like, she's like starting to recover, and all of a sudden, like, in like the blur of an eye, comes like this turkey riding gnome who's like both of them are slathering in rage. Like, so this crazy gnome just comes up, jumps up onto her desk, stabs her in the face, and jumps down. And they're like, she's like, the fuck just happened? Like,
As she's still reeling, now she starts her turn in the area. So
Correct.
Roll again.
Also,
well, we gotta wait for
there's
the
another
necrotic damage.
seven necrotic damage total from those 2 hits.
All right. This one is a little weird. Like you stab, and the necrotic damage, like you see the blackening come from the spear, but then it like recedes a little bit. So you're like, like it doesn't do as much as you thought. And she's going to like try to. She like shifts a little bit. Okay, so what do I have to do for the moonbeam? Another Constitution.
Yep,
That is 13.
that's a failure.
All right, roll again.
Okay, so that's a 7 more. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a 7 and a 6. So that's actually what math? 13 points radiant damage.
Okay, as before, you see it like spread and boil, and now you're seeing like these boils and these lesions, like appear over her entire body, and she's looking. You're seeing like this ichor start oozing out of her, and her like childlike face is like starting to show like these pieces missing, and like you're seeing like the undead flesh underneath it, and she's like, and she looks at you, and she's like, and she's going to stand up, and she's going to like.
I didn't catch. You like went out for whatever she said.
She's like, my turn, and she stands up, and she's looking at Edward like with absolute venom in her face, and she is going to leave she's going to get up, and she's going to like in a blur rush out of the moonbeam. Does she take another bit as she leaves it? All right,
No,
she's
not as
going to
she
use
leaves
her legendary resistance to make it this time.
She does not take anything while she leaves it.
Okay. All right, well then as she leaves, and
Does
she
provoke
immediately-
an attack of opportunity?
I got 10 feet on her.
huh?
Does she provoke?
Does
an
she
attack
provoke
of
an attack from me?
Wait for it. The minute her body leaves the light, it turns into a mist.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And she then flies towards Edward about halfway and rematerializes about 10 feet from you. And she goes, let's see if this works for me. I would need a DC saving throw for wisdom.
Okay. Is this some sort of charm?
That it is.
I have Fey ancestry, so I get advantage on that.
Nice.
And you said a wisdom?
That is correct.
Oh, she is super fucked on this one. Okay, maybe not.
Oh god damn it!
Yeah, no.
There you go.
Well, I mean, actually, that's not terrible considering my saving throw. So it's 15.
You failed. It was a 17.
Yeah.
Damn.
So as she materializes and she says these words to you, she goes, and you feel this, it hits you, and you were like pretty confident. You're like, nobody can do shit to me. You're like, I'm the charm master here. She looks at you and she goes, do you believe those two are trying to hurt us? And for the moment, you're like, holy fuck, I trusted these two sons of bitches. And a sense of betrayal comes over you as you are now convinced that these people you have been traveling with are your friends. How could they do this to you? How could they come after you and your obvious long-term friend, Trini? And you're furious.
Okay.
All right, Edward, it is now your turn.
Fuck.
How far is Watcher from Ticto?
You
Watcher is
dare.
flying. He's about 10 feet from where Trini was. So Trini is now almost dead middle of the hallway now.
Oh, I'm asking because I wanted to
And
know...
Watcher is about 10 feet behind her.
Yeah, but like, how close is Watcher to Ticto?
Oh, I'm behind you.
Yeah, no,
In the
he's Watcher has a pretty high fly speed. So he's about 50 feet away from Ticto.
Okay.
Maybe 40 feet.
Okay.
I really should have made a map, but I overslept because of work, so I'm sorry. I planned on making a map.
No, you're good. I just wanted to know if I could catch the two of them with ice knife. Let's see here.
Oh, Jesus Christ! He's like, well, when you go bad, you try to kill them all.
I mean, if I believe that my friend, who I've known for such a long time and have trusted for, like, this ally of mine is in danger from these two ruffians, these scoundrels, these vagabonds, then I must protect her.
Oh man,
Right.
I'm gonna have to kill everybody, aren't I?
I'm gonna kill everyone.
Yes, that'd be how it works.
Now,
Yeah.
just so I know, is this like a more of a dominate command, or is this more
Nope,
of a
nope.
challenge?
This is a suggestion.
Okay.
So you don't have to, but you really, really think.
I'm just trying to figure out what was exactly the suggestion that she gave to me.
She said, "Can you believe these two are trying to hurt us?"
Right, but what's the suggestion? What's the thing she
Nothing.
prescribes that I do?
She didn't. She just said she put in the charm. Can you believe these two are trying to hurt us?
Okay.
So what it was is she's suggesting that you are at equal levels of danger as she is,
All right.
and it is from your companion.
Here's an idea then. I will immediately cast Fog Cloud
Okay.
to shroud me and her and try to cover our escape.
Okay. Do it. So that's what you do? You cast Fog
That's
Cloud?
what I do. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. The entire corridor. And the way Fog Cloud is, because of the narrow space, I know it's supposed to be like, what, a 20-foot radius?
Yeah. 20-foot sphere.
It fills everything. Like where it normally would be this, like, big, wide expanse, like, because of the narrowness of the hallway, like, it just spills the whole thing. So the whole thing is now filled with this fog.
Okay.
All right. Do you do anything else?
No, that's the only thing I can do at this moment.
All right. Ticto!
And I'm going to mentally command Watcher, burn the bitch! And because she's far enough away that she's not going to hit Edward. And then I'm going to cast Magic Missile at her.
Okay. Now, Watcher, he needs to do an attack to hit her, right?
No.
At disadvantage 'cause he can't see her.
No, so Dragon's Breath, it's a 15-foot cone. He can just shoot it down the hallway from where he's sitting at.
Okay, but he would still need, we'll do a dexterity check then.
Yep. All I need is a dex check from her.
What is it?
15.
Okay, yeah, she made it.
Okay.
She did it at advantage.
So she takes
She made
half.
it. Okay, what is it?
12.
Okay.
So halved is 6. And then I'm going to cast Magic Missile at her because Magic Missile
Can't miss.
can't miss.
Right into the darkness.
Right.
Question.
Oh,
I don't
it's
need to
that
be
I
that
can
guy.
see. It's that I can see.
What?
Yes. Sorry. I'm going to.
So, we're gonna let you, since you're doing magic missile.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm going to prepare to
magic missile.
magic missile, and I'm going to back. I'm going to use my full movement speed to back all the way down the hallway.
Which way? Doorway to the
towards the
door or to
doorway.
the desk?
Towards the doorway.
Okay. Now, is the moonbeam spell still up?
No.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
And that's just going to be prepped to, basically the second I see her again, it's going to go off.
Okay.
And then, I'm just gonna yell, Edward? The fuck are you doing? That's it.
Edward, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, is it my turn?
No. Fodor!
Hooray!
You are still hasting, correct?
I don't know. That depends if he dropped the thing to switch to magic
Hell the
missile.
fuck no.
So I'm still turbo.
You're still turbo. You're still turbo chicken. Turbo
Hell
turkey.
yeah. Full turbo turkey. All right, I'm gonna get astride my turbo turkey, and I guess we're gonna manually look for this vampire person who stole our knob, because she's a dirty knob thief. So I'm going to search.
Okay. You're gonna search for the knob, or you're gonna?
I have
you're
to
gonna-
search. Well, I can't see it. There's fog
Because
everywhere.
I thought I spaced for a second because I was reading what I was gonna do to you next.
I don't know. Let me figure something out. These are odds. One of you guys pick evens or odds.
Evens. Oh.
Okay. I still am trying to find the vampire lady.
Okay.
Any success? What do I need to roll something for that? We're in the fog,
You
so I'm just going to be running
You know
around.
she's
like,
dead. She's
using
dead
my
middle.
attention.
You know. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go to the middle and attack, and hope to God it's the right one.
That sounds fair.
All right.
That does sound like something Photo would do in this situation.
Yeah.
Photo, are we?
Especially Rage Fodor.
Yeah, rage
Yeah.
Photo.
Hyper hyped up, super sped rage Fodor.
Yeah.
You just hear
With
Ticko in
time
the
dilation
background.
rage Photo.
You just hear Ticko in the background. I'm pretty sure she's 1T and vampire.
Do I actually hear this?
Fodor shitting himself in fury.
I'm just like, I knew it!
All evil 1T.
True.
Go ahead.
All right. So with that spear, that's a 22 to hit.
Is that a disadvantage?
No, I didn't do it at disadvantage.
Yeah, I need to do it at disadvantage.
No,
Whoa.
I got a 1 at disadvantage.
Oh,
let's
God.
let's make this fun.
All right.
Within in the fog with a turbo spear.
All right.
faster
Well,
than everything else.
let me get an attack for this one.
So
You're
we'll
dead
attack
middle.
damage.
You're dead middle, and you two are also dead middle.
No, I backed all the way down the hallway.
Okay, so
So either he's
Edward,
hitting,
even or odd?
Odd.
Oh, so that's Adi hits you or Adi misses?
I don't know. You said evens or odds, so I just chose.
True.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go on your fair, so you miss. You just whiff wildly. If it would have been evens, you would have nailed Edward. So, all right, take your second attack.
Right, so no one's made me sounds. I have no indications. There's nothing to even dissuade a little bit. Battle
No,
Fodor.
nothing enough for you to like get enough of a
mechanically,
concrete
Fog
motion.
Cloud, I think you get disadvantage on attacks, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a
Can't see.
disadvantage this time. Does 19 hit?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. So like you swing and you wildly miss, and a little part of your brain connects, and you're like, "Eh, what this bitch is," and you just like pivot around on your second one, and you like get a nice thunk of like flesh.
Aha.
Neat. That thunky flesh parts
Yes.
took 12 damage.
12 damage?
You get a
Plus the
third.
necrotic. Hold
You
on.
get a third
No,
action.
he missed his
I
action.
missed one.
Oh, no,
action.
you do get a third.
He has.
I do.
Hey,
I missed it.
bitches!
Yeah, so I missed one. I get 2 total. So that was 12 damage with the spear itself, and then 2 more necrotic damage.
Okay. All right.
I assume she heals as normal.
Yes.
I'll take my third hasty attack, and another 19.
Yes. It goes well. What do you got?
Oh, lame. What's that? 6 damage plus 7 necrotic.
All right. All right. You get in there and you stab and you feel like the first one was a dead miss, and the next two, like, you sink in there and you don't see any of the damage, but you hear the and you get and then very quickly you feel like something try to clamp onto your neck. All right.
Mm.
Yes, it's a bite attack, bitches.
Oh,
Doesn't she also roll disadvantage since she's in the fog cloud?
she does.
Does.
Get wrestled.
Does a 20 hit, Fodor?
Yeah, I got bit.
Okay.
Am I about to become a vampire gnome? Because this
That'd be
could
pretty
get
great,
fun.
right?
Could be fun.
You take 7 points of. You take 7 points of damage.
It's malarkey. Okay.
Yeah. And she's gonna turn and attempt to do it again. That would be disadvantage. That is 11. Okay, and
She
so
missed.
she's going to pull away. She's going to pull away and stumble around in the darkness and reach for another person. Edward, what is your AC?
Oh, 16.
Okay, yeah, she is going to bite you. And so you will be taking 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I believe he can now.
But hold on.
Okay.
Now you get to, now as she bites you, like, she bites you, now she's stumbling around trying to find any way to heal herself. She, as soon as she bites you, you're like, have this, like, stark realization, you're like, what the fuck? Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Do I have my advantage?
You should.
Oh, you have all your regular abilities.
Okay.
So whatever you would have normally, yeah. Because the person who just said you were being attacked now just bit your neck. So you're kind of like, wait a minute.
Well, wait a second. Do I know she bit my neck because I can't
Well,
see the fog cloud?
Okay, give me an intelligence check to see if you figure out Fodor or Tikto suddenly have the same height as you and Fang.
Oh. Okay, that's 11, I guess.
What for what?
His
You said,
intelligence.
intelligence.
Okay, yeah. Do you think an 11 is for you to be able to put 2 and 2 together and realize that Fodor and Tikto are not the same height as you and able to bite you?
Yeah, okay, I'll say they are.
Yeah, I feel like that would take a whole lot of brain
Slims in
power.
a trench coat.
Yeah.
Okay, so how does a 27 treat you?
I feel like it hits the 17 needed
You're
by
like,
a little bit.
you're like that
Maybe.
bitch.
Yeah, so yeah, as soon as she bites you and clears it, you're just like, this fucking bitch. Like, I know what you did.
No one messes with my head but me.
Yeah, so that she burned one of her lair actions. Yeah.
I immediately dispense the fog cloud. It is my turn, right?
Yes, it is your turn.
And as soon as I see her, my magic
But
missile goes off.
As you drop the fog cloud, you see her, like the injuries on her face and everything, like, because it's a real quick motion. She bites you, you're like, what the fuck? Drop the fog cloud to see the wounds on her are healing up. So,
And remember my readied action.
yes, I do. So you drop the fog cloud in time to watch, like, some of the burns on her face and the lesions from the attacks, like, starting to close. All right, now, Captain Patience, go with your magic missile.
Captain
You've
No
obviously been
Patience.
dying to do it.
All right. There's a 3, 6, 9, 13,
17 points of force damage. Slam. 4 different magic missiles slam into her for 17 points of force damage.
Nice.
It's like, you messed with my friend's head. At least I think he's my friend now. Assuming
Either that or he's a dick.
Yes.
Why can't I be both? And then I just cast Guiding Bolt.
Radiant damage?
That's radiant damage. So I need an attack roll. Let's see here.
I like this whole time. David, you're muted.
My bad.
I like this whole time. Well, you've got Edward going through this stuff and Tickle being like, pew, pew, pew. You just got this slathering mad turkey rider. Just being like,
With a 10, like this little dude, 3 foot something, with a full on 10-foot spear from the back of a turkey.
just full blown spitting mad.
Okay, so Guiding Bolt. Oh, nice.
That's
Oh, yeah. That hits.
Sweet.
I was going to say, during your guiding bolt, I feel like there needs to be some kind of anime lens flare.
Ching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. That's some
So-
good damages.
That's 16 points radiant damage.
All right.
And because I still have Archer form up, I will take that second bonus attack. Which is going to be another 27.
Well, doesn't
Yeah.
I mean, guiding bolt gives action to the next attack, right? So
The next attack roll would have advantage, yes.
yeah.
All right. She is like barely holding on right now.
Hold up.
Like these
Yeah.
radiant damage attacks are like ripping through her.
Good,
but,
because
like-
guess what? She takes another 7 points of radiant damage.
All right. So yeah,
Oh,
she.
wait. That's not
Wait,
7,
wait.
that's 8.
Hold on. So this is radiant damage.
Wait, there's
so,
more.
So she looked at you as the fog cloud dropped, and she had like the relaxing smirk of someone who like thinks they pulled their trump card, and you are so furious over what she has done. Like you'd like dig in deep and grab like your wellspring of magical energy and like fire out this guiding bolt, which just rips through her, like leaves like gaping holes in it. And then what was the last one you just did?
That was Archer form, which does also radiant damage.
I would like you to explain how you kill her.
So I see that she's like really badly wounded, and I'd like to like shift forward so like I'm right next to her, and as my like hand starts to glow with this radiant energy that I'm just going to slam through her, I'm going to say, "This is the end for you, my friend," and just hit her
Okay.
with everything I got.
So you get there and you slam into her, and she falls to the ground, and and then you're like, you have that sense of like, but then the body starts to like dissolve into a mist, and the mist like begins to float into the air as it try and move try to move away from you. So, Ticto, your turn. She's not yet dead, but she is now in a mist form.
I'm gonna have. Let's see. Watcher, hit that mist. And then Watcher's going to attack the mist. See if anything happens. So, dex save, or is there no dex save? Because it's
There's
just
no dex save.
12.
All right. 12 to hit?
Yes.
Or 12 points of damage?
12 points of damage, since you said there's no dex save.
No. So the fire blows this fire through the mist. And it does nothing.
Okay. We're gonna follow that mist cloud. Well, would Ticto know anything about vampire lore?
Okay, give me an intelligence check. No, do an arcana check.
Even better.
I just start being a dick. I'm like, I want a charisma check from you. You're like, that doesn't even make sense. Shut up.
That
Roll to
is...
seduce the mist.
Yeah.
That's an 18 arcana.
You're like a bit thrown off. You're like, what the fuck? You're like, I'm pretty sure it was dead. And then you think to yourself, you're like, sunlight. Like, probably got something to do with sunlight. Like,
Gotcha.
but there's another thought in the back of your head. You're like, there's something else, but you can't put your finger on it. There's one other thing that you're pretty sure would work, but you can't put your head on it. But you do know that if you could get sunlight on this thing, it might die.
I'm a wizard. I don't get radiant damage stuff.
It's not radiant damage, it's sunlight.
Sunlight?
Yeah. That's what you're thinking. It's sunlight directly. That's the thing you got from your arcana check.
Can I try and, like, shoot a hole in the ceiling with, like, magic missile?
You can try.
I'm going to try and do that. So, like, in a spot, like, above the fog cloud, I'm going to, like, shoot magic missile and
There's no... Okay.
like, in the ceiling. Just to... Do you want a damage roll?
Yes.
8 damage to the ceiling.
Even or odd?
Odds.
Odds?
Mm-hmm.
You blast it, you shoot a hole out of it with your magic missile. Roughly about,
It's 3 magic missiles, but yes.
Oh, 3. Okay, well then 3 holes. Roughly about this big. And through those holes, there's nothing.
Damn it.
There's no light, no anything.
We need sunlight.
It looks like you can't really see out of it, but definitely no sunlight came through.
Okay.
And then your thought as you hit it, you're like, fuck, pocket dimension, god damn it, okay. And you're like, right, just because it's daytime outside doesn't mean that it's daytime outside.
Just because I'm really smart doesn't mean I think things through.
Yeah, your wisdom might not be there. All right, Fodor, what's your turn?
She's solid, so for
No,
stepping,
she's a myth.
She's a
then I
myth.
will wave my spear around, raging that I cannot do anything. Just full on Tuscan
You
Raider.
try?
Knock, knock, knock. Maybe.
Alright.
I will swat her one time to see if it works in my rage.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
Wow. I was just gonna be like, no.
Does that work?
Uh,
You guys see the dice.
all right, yeah. You sit there and you're like furious, and so you swing and it does no damage, but like this little evil part of your brain is like, wait a minute, and you get in there and you start like just spinning it in a circle just to like really discombobulate this mist, and you don't know, but you think it's like you manage to like disperse it to where it's like now instead of moving with purpose is like kind of listlessly floating around like when somebody like blows smoke in your face, you go like this, and it's like just poofed everywhere. So you've kind of like dispersed her, and she's like all confused. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. We'll take it.
So that actually fucked up her move. So her move, the mist starts moving rapidly back together. And you feel that you're able to very quickly see that if Fodor hadn't like wildly waved it around and dispersed this mist as such a great, instead with just the vigorous like spinning of his spear, that you think she might have pulled herself back together. But now it's like she went from being heavily dispersed to like back at a centralized location, but not enough to put herself back together. So nicely done with your critical hit.
Yes.
All right, Edward, back to the top.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm certainly gonna try it.
Edward will
Also,
meet the sun.
Ticto, there you go.
Oh, so you said something about sunlight?
Yes.
Well, he didn't say anything, so
Yeah.
that's why I was.
Okay. Yeah, I have nothing to bring sunlight, but I want to see if this works. And I'm gonna point at the fog cloud, and I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
I don't know how to play this, but so I'm just gonna wing it. I would like you to give me a spell attack, like just as a see where it's at.
Now, do I still have a bonus on this because I have my staff?
It is exactly the same. It is a spell attack as it is.
Yeah.
So I am gonna. It's not really gonna be based off. I'm gonna see how much juice you put behind it.
Okay, got it. My spellcasting modifier is my wisdom, and that has a +5. Okay, so that's a 10 total.
All right. You kind of like you have an idea, but you're not really committed to it, and you like fire this dispel magic out, and for a minute you see the fog like kind of like seize, and like ripple, and then it goes back to fog, and you're like, huh, right, but nothing happened.
But do I
Ticto.
get a feeling like that might have worked?
You feel if you want to put a little bit more juice into it, maybe, but not with that. Like you just, it was kind of like you have an idea and you're like, see how it goes. But now you feel like if I would have planned, it might have actually worked.
How have I not
Okay,
taken that
got it,
spell
got
yet? All right.
All right, Ticto, I need a D20 roll from you.
Okay. Just straight.
Yep. It is time.
8.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to. Can I like try and think of anything Ticto might know about vampires?
Yeah, you could do that same Arcana check, or
Yeah, like.
you could also. Go ahead.
Oh, just another 18.
What was your last one? 17?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're like I know there's something else. I fucking know it. But it's on the back of your head.
All right. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is Is everyone like a decent amount distance away from like the center of
Hodor is right underneath it.
Okay. Never mind. I'm
Because
just...
he was blendering it.
Okay. I'm just gonna prep another magic missile to, if anything changes with the presence of the fog cloud, to hit it. To if she starts to reform or something, she's gonna get hit again.
Okay.
I was like, and I'm gonna go, Edward, do you know anything about vampires that I'm forgetting?
It'll be Edward's. Yeah, you can roll, but he'll give you the information on his turn.
That's fine.
Hodor!
Still a mist.
Still a miss.
Gonna jump back from directly underneath it and continue my angry sand people noises.
Okay. Are you going to attack it? Try to do any attacks or no?
Maybe I'll say I'll do that for all three of or two of my three actions, and I will take one of my actions as last time to see what will happen.
Okay.
Okay, so I should do math. I'm not smart.
Yeah. Just so you know, you have to make sure you attack at least once a turn or your rage turn.
Yes.
So do not make sure you at least attack once.
24.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I guess I angrily swirl
Yeah, but not
the mist from afar.
Yeah. So, but it wasn't a natural 20. So it was 24.
No.
All right. So yeah,
No,
you're
there's
able.
16 on the dice.
Okay, you're able to swirl it around a little bit, but it doesn't have the same kind of vigor as it did the last time. Like, all right. Well, though dispersed, the mist congeals completely, and she drops in her form again. This time, all look of like the little girl humanoid vampire creature there. She is a monstrosity. She's got these long fingers with these talons on the edge of it. Her face is black. Her fangs are huge. And she is going to move towards. She's going to drop to the ground and move towards Fodor.
And get hit in the face again with the
That's fine.
magic missile. Oh, 3 4s. That's 12. That's 17 points of damage.
Okay. So she's going to drop up here and be peppered with these things, and she's going to have these oozing sores and look at Fodor livid. And she's going to rush at you with a natural 20.
Oh, go.
And she's going to grab onto you and bite into your neck.
No.
Yes. You are going to take 10 points of piercing damage. But now that she's in her full full vampire form, you are going to take an additional 10 points of necrotic damage.
Oh no.
As you watch this bite and everything heal, she looks more vital at the end of it. So she's looking now. You have taken 20 points of damage, 10 because you were raging. And she looks around, and she looks now disgusted, especially at Edward. And she goes, "Where were we?" It is now Edward's turn.
I do believe we were right about here. And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on her again.
Okay.
Ow.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay. Nope. That's a miss.
Okay. What was it?
That was, let's see here, 2 + 9, so 11.
Okay. Yeah.
But because I did use the spell, I still get the bonus action from my archer form, so...
Okay.
How does a 21 treat you?
Good. She loves it.
Sweet. She takes 7 points radiant damage.
All right. Tic-Tac.
Oh, did you remember your +2 to your AC from haste before?
Or she got a nat
David?
20. I'm
Oh, she
pretty
got a
sure
nat
She got a
20. Never
natural
mind.
20.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part. How are you doing, Fodor?
I am still at 3/4 health.
I'm just gonna Tic-Tail's just gonna be like Fodor, I really apologize for this, but drastic times calls for drastic measures, and I'm just gonna cast Fireball on the bitch.
All right. Fuck you, you little time bastard.
I just want to note, while charmed, I never did a point of damage to my friends.
Oh,
whereas
God damn it.
Tic-Tac does it willingly.
God damn it. I probably shouldn't. Tic-Tac.
It's too late.
I'm
You've
think-
done it now.
No, I'm thinking
You did it.
Tic-Tac wouldn't.
He
know.
did it.
No,
But
Tic-Tac, you've got to commit to sparkle motion. This is it.
Yep. It's too late.
But Tic-Tac
Everyone
wouldn't.
else has decided you're running with it.
But
Yeah, you
Tic-Tac-
fireballed.
I fireballed.
You fireballed.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw. You have advantage though, David.
I do have advantage of ones I can see. Don't suck. What is my-
Believing.
What is my
Hold
dex
on,
saving throw?
Matthew.
+1. Jesus. Does a 16 beat it?
Yes, it does.
Yes. Dodge fireballs.
So you still take half.
That's fine. Ish. Maybe.
All right. She got a 9.
Ooh. Ooh.
I can touch better than a vampire.
He did. She also kind of probably had her back turned.
Yeah, she was busy sucking the life out of somebody and then hate banging, like hate staring Edward down.
Ooh. 12. 29 points of fire damage to the bitch.
All right, she again
And Fodor, you take half
burns
of
into
that.
smoke.
Say half
She
of
burns
that
into mist.
to 29 halved.
Yep. So 15.
Hey, just curious.
No.
No. Be 14 or 15?
15. Rounds up.
All right. Yep, that's what I thought.
All right, Fodor. Fodor, do you still have that cylinder that you got from that weird guy?
I do.
Where is it?
It's in my pocket.
Is it in like a magic pocket or just a regular pocket?
It's in a regular pocket.
All right, cool. All right.
I'm not a wizard.
Well, like you could have I don't remember. You guys would gather shit so quickly.
Now people pay me to fight stuff.
He's missed again.
Okay.
She's missed again.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's at the end of my turn, right? So can I try and make another Arcana check to see remember
Yeah.
vampire effects?
Yes.
Damn it! It's even worse.
All
I'm so
right.
torn up. I was like, damn it! I hurt Fodor.
Aren't we in a garbage pile?
Yeah, you're like, what?
I said, aren't we like fighting in a lair under a garbage pile?
It was not a garbage pile. It's like it was a hallway, imagine like a collector's hallway with like a bunch of doorknobs and random shit.
But
And
on the outside, like we tracked her to like a pile
she's
of.
in a pocket dimension. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Sigil is the city of doors, so she is like hiding out in a tiny little pocket dimension that is basically just a long hallway with all of her doorknobs that she's trying to figure out which one is going to open to get her to what place. Because she's trying to escape. So she's hiding. All right, Fodor, it's your turn.
Okay. Said I'm gonna do something I've wanted to do for most of this fight, and it has something to do with that tube.
Nice.
So I'm gonna take it out of my pocket experimentally and blow through it to see if my idea will work. So
Okay.
DM, does anything happen when I blow forcefully through?
Let me get an attack
the
roll.
pipe? With modifiers or straight dice?
Yeah, just straight attack roll. Like with all your modifiers, the way it would normally be.
Okay. So 22.
Okay. Yeah.
So what's it do?
As you blow out of this tube, there is like a gout of like flame that just comes out like a cone. That's 3d6 worth of damage. It's essentially dragon's breath if you just blow through
Holy fuck!
it.
That's awesome. So now
you have a dragon, but as you do, it gets the device gets really hot, so you can't use it again for a little bit.
Okay.
Like it's like the end of a gun. If you shoot it a whole bunch and the barrel gets really hot, you're like, maybe I shouldn't hold this for a
You're
minute.
right.
Because all you've got is the barrel in your hand right now. So you're like, right. So
God damn.
kind of, yeah. But it does no damage while she's flying around.
I'm gonna resume then making angry sand people noises with my spear.
You are consistent. All right. So she is now. She has been there. She again will resume her form, pure vampire form. And is going to start chanting in an odd language, and then you see swarms of bats like just start spinning around her. As 3 swarms of bats just appear in the room. And they're going to like, what is Ticto? Ben's got this look on his face.
I'm trying to figure out what I can do.
So now, the bats are going to swarm towards Fodor and Edward. All right? Edward, does a 9 hit you?
No.
Fodor, does a 7 hit you? No? Okay, what about a 23?
Yep.
All right.
23 will do it.
You're going to take 5 points of piercing damage as the swarms like spin around you and bite you. And she is going to she's going to look towards Ticto and jump and run it and start moving and jump into the air and turn into a very large bat herself and head towards Ticto. And she will be using her lair action to move without provoking an attack of opportunity. So she moves silently to get away from Fodor. She's heading towards Ticto. as a giant bat. Edward, you have a swarm of bats around you.
Oh boy.
I cast Get Fucked. And they all die.
So I see her like turn into this really big bat,
Yes.
and she starts flying towards Ticto.
Yeah. But she does this like weird vampire blur. You know how in the movies when they turn into like this, like they move, they're like this blur of energy. Like
Fucking
that's what it did
polarity.
because like she didn't
Van
walk by
Helsing
it so
shit.
good. Huh?
She does the Van Helsing thing.
Yeah. So that she didn't provoke an attack of opportunity because
Yeah.
she's getting really fucking annoyed of just like do a thing, get beat up, turn back into mist, drop back down. Like it's not her favorite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt again.
All right.
How does a 19 treat you?
Oh, it hits.
Okay, right on. So that's 12, 14, 15 points of radiant damage to her.
All right.
And I'm going to use Archer form again. Oh, that's an nat 20.
Ooh. Ooh.
Get it.
Okay.
Alright.
And that's 5 plus another 5, so 10 points radiant damage.
Okay, so you're gonna like hit her with guiding bolt and then rating damage, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" and just burst back into mist again.
And I'm
It's like-
going to just yell over to Ticto. I'm like, find a knob that leads outside.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Alright.
like.
Are you doing your knowledge check again, or are you gonna just do something else? Like I'm
I'm
just
gonna-
curious because you're in a pattern now.
I'm gonna book it for her office.
It's all one room. There's no office. It's a desk.
I
Just
thought we were in
around
the
us.
hallway.
Yeah, but there's
It
no.
is the
Yeah,
room.
it's a giant. It's one room.
Okay, I'm gonna
That's
book
like a
for that
giant
end of the hallway.
Yeah, you're at the other end of the hallway, so you're running towards your door.
Yes. I
right,
will,
cool.
and then I will use Misty Step, but I'm gonna say, basically, I'm gonna go. Hold her off! I have an idea. I'm gonna use my dash action to like kind of get into the other room. And do I get far enough that
Into
I
the
can?
other end of the room, to
Yeah.
where her desk is. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How far can you go?
Well, I have a movement speed of. Well, fuck it. I don't have to run anywhere. I've got Watcher, who has 60 feet of fly speed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like look through Watcher's eyes for just till the end of my turn to see if Watcher can find anything in there that might be useful.
What specifically are you looking for? There's a lot of shit in there. You're
So,
looking
like,
for like
Am I
like a post-it note on the wall that says
No,
my weaknesses.
Is there like a coffin? Is there like a what looks like a like special like anything like that looks like it has any kind of like power or anything in there? I don't know. Do you want an investigation check?
Coffin. I mean, yeah, there's a coffin in the back.
Yeah.
Like there's like a little alcove behind her desk where the coffin is, but like there's not. Like, are you looking for something
no.
specific?
If there's a coffin, do I
Yeah.
see a coffin? Watch her blast that shit.
Okay. Well, then
So-
Watcher lights the coffin on fire.
Yes.
You don't need an attack roll. The coffin's not moving.
Yep.
And it's a cone of flame. Like, it's a
Yeah.
cone of flame
Okay,
against
I
the
don't know.
wall with a coffin against it. Like,
Do you need damages?
no,
Okay.
the coffin is on fire. I'm not going to let you, you don't have enough juice to blow it up.
Does anything happen?
Yeah, the coffin is now on fire. You are now in a room in an extra dimensional pocket full of stuff that you have lit on fire.
Okay.
Hooray!
I'm gonna hold
Yeah.
an action, and then as soon as she reappears, I have a thing that I want to have happen, but I want it to be a surprise.
Okay.
So
All right, cool. Now we are at Fodor.
oh, can I have Watcher look for our doorknob while he's at it?
No, you
Okay.
cannot.
Damn it.
You had him light the entire back of the hallway on fire. He
Just
doesn't
the
have time to go.
coffin. I didn't
Yeah,
have him
which
like
it's not
just
a
the
big
coffin.
hallway. It does a 15-foot cone. Like, that means the end of it is 15 feet.
Yeah, it's 15 feet at the end. It's 15 feet by 15 feet at the end of it. If you
Right,
like,
how wide do you think this hallway is?
I don't know.
It's literally just a long hallway with the desk at it and a coffin. It's about 10 feet wide.
Okay.
And you just blasted the whole back of it with, like, fire.
Just the coffin.
Just a coffin.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was precision striking with a 15-foot cone of flame. He turned it around so when he breathed
if
it
he-
out, it
if
was
he-
15 feet wide,
man,
and then it
everybody's
laser
surgical with
focused
a
at the
shotgun.
If
end.
he flies right up to it and just blasts a fucking thing like from like 2 feet away.
Listen, the back of the hallway is on fire. Deal with it.
Fine.
You are now dealing with the consequences of Dragon's Breath in a small room on a wooden object. Because I want the room to be on fire. There, deal with it.
Fine.
You're on fire because I wish it. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So, as she is missed yet again from dodging Edward's terrifying
So much
Gundam
fun.
lasers,
She just keeps
I
turning
am
and miss.
just gonna. I'm kind of fed up with this nonsense, and I'm going to make my sand people noises with increased vigor, which I will not because my child is sleeping upstairs right now.
Okay.
School in the morning.
Do you still have bats around you?
I have
Two
no
swarms of
idea.
bats.
2 swarms of bats.
Yes, correct, sir.
So
We got
they're still
bats.
bothering me. I
Yeah.
guess
Attack
I'm
the bats.
gonna have to angry tiny ape with a stick smack
Okay.
at the bat because I feel like you can't. That's all you can do with the spear. It's
Right.
just- so I just imagine like a full-on chimp with a very long stick slapping and jumping angrily at bats.
Roll for an attack.
18 hit the bats.
Oh, absolutely. It hits the shit out of him.
Damage modifier is. Should have memorized it by now. 13. No. 12. 12.
All right. So you just smack him like a whole shitload of fall out of the air. You got 2 more attacks?
Well, this one's much better. 26
Yes, that
to the bats.
literally is double their AC. Like, more than double their AC.
9 damage.
Yeah. So you are like legitimate. Is this the first or second one?
That was the second one.
Okay, so this is the second swarm of bats you're hitting?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it hits the shit out.
Okay, 9 damage. We'll roll a moss. Does 12 damage? No, not even 12. I think that gives me 11. 11 AC.
hit?
To hit.
No, that misses.
Fuck you, bats.
All right. Shocking to nobody, she is going to drop out of her misty form.
Constitution saving throw.
Listen, let me finish telling the story before you get all excited.
No.
Good. All right. Well, now even I don't know what's going to happen. 2. She got a Constitution saving of 2. She's going to drop down, look back at the fire, and be like, "Back the
And
She's going to look at you.
and she's
then-
gonna freeze in place because she's in momentary stasis.
she's gonna be like, "You shut up!" And she's frozen. All right.
Okay.
All
Until
right,
the end
now-
of my next turn, she's incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Nice. All right. So, Fodor.
So, and then
You
I'm going to
got-
say, it's like, you need to think about your next move. Because I'm just going to do this again. Your coffin's on fire, which I have this hazy memory of coffins being important to vampires. So, we're going to burn all your shit down. So when you wake up
She's
again...
frozen in time, and like you're getting like, while the monologue feels good, a little part of your brain is like, probably she's frozen in time. She's not gonna hear.
God damn it.
Yeah, but the bats. So hold on, now it's her turn. So the bats, the two swarms are gonna go after Fodor. One is going to be for a 14, and the other is for a 0.1.
Is it 0.1?
No, you're going to take 1 point of piercing damage. And the other one is going to miss you. And then the other one is going to now wheel away from Edward and head towards Ticto. Ticto, does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
You're going to take 3 points of piercing damage as the tiny bats bite you.
Damn it.
All right, now, the fire now is spreading along the walls in the back. The entire back is now engulfed, and it's now moving to the middle. It's not the middle, but it's like maybe 5 feet down the hallway. It's starting to spread. Edward, your turn.
I'm going to take my quarterstaff, and I'm just gonna try to like snap it in such a way as to like have a makeshift stake. And because she's incapacitated, I'm just gonna ram it through her chest.
Mm.
No.
So very nice. So what you do is you take, is your quarterstaff, is it magic or no?
It is not magical. No.
Okay, so you take your quarterstaff and you just like hit it against the wall, break the tip off, you just stab it in her chest. And because she's frozen in time.
Well, as soon as she takes damage, this ends. The effect.
Oh,
ends.
okay. Well then, you see where she's like looking in rage at Ticto, and it immediately, as soon as you stab her, she's like got this, what the fuck just happened? And she's like stabbed, and she just goes rigid. And that's it. She doesn't move. She just is like, it's weird. It's like every muscle in her body is like locked up. And she doesn't move.
Even though the effect ends. Momentary
Yeah.
stasis ends when she takes damage.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Now that she is staked, she is paralyzed.
And I'm gonna look to Fodor and I'm like, carry this bitch outside.
Ooh.
Okay.
Right. I gotta pick her up, I guess.
Do you have all right, now that that's done, do you have anything with fire control, Edward? Because I may have overdone it.
May have.
So let's role play this out. Fodor, you go to the door. Okay, and you notice as you get to the door has no knob.
Fuck.
So you're carrying this staked bitch
Guys.
on a stick. But you do notice there are doorknobs all over the place. Some with X's, some with O's. Some with
Guys, I think we have to find
No,
our
not
knob.
X's and O's. I'm just used to that stupid song. X's and check marks. Some have symbols of trees. Some have symbols of, like, nothing. Some have just letters on them.
I don't remember what ours had on it. I did not pay as much attention as a character as the other two did to our doorknob.
All right. Well, stand. Let me get an investigation check where you're carrying this bitch.
Can he make 2 investigation checks because he has haste and therefore can move faster?
Sure. He's like wildly hasted.
Yes.
And is he still hasted? All of your shit.
Yeah. he
You've
is.
never dropped.
So I'm just very fast.
The
I
only
guess,
time
all
I
the
took,
time.
I've only taken 3 points of damage,
And you
Which
never
is
broke concentration.
which
Okay.
is not
cool.
enough to break con.
That's amazing.
I didn't even have to roll for that. I don't
All right.
think.
So yeah, you could do 3 investigation checks because you are like
Three
your brain. You
investigation
get 3 actions, so your brain's like. "Brr."
You are welcome, sir.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Let me get my totals here. See, investigation is a +2, so I get an 11, a 17, and a 12.
Okay. So you know the movie like Sherlock Holmes where he's like looking at stuff and he's like, I see a door. And in the door it doesn't have a knob. What kind of knob do I need? Okay, I'm looking for sunlight. What kind of light would have a sunlight? There's a building over there that probably won't work. And then you look over and you're like, there's a fish. I don't know why she had a fish here. That makes no sense. There's a D. I don't know what that is. A tree. Trees need sun. Sun needs. He goes, chances are good there's going to be sunlight behind this. You grab the doorknob and you stick it in the door, open it. And it opens up to this like verdant forest. And the sunlight pours through the door frame. And you're like, fuck yeah. And you just walk her out, like, with it sticking
Drop
out.
out
And
on
she
a
just
stick.
like, as you take it out, like her body just like melts in the sunlight.
Like a gigantic marshmallow.
Yeah. And all of this happened. Like the other two are like, holy shit! Like Fodor's doing some high level calculations. Like all of your, because this takes place in like 6 seconds in your head, while you're like planning all of this stuff, moving at like lightning speed.
It's like that episode
And,
of Futurama when he drinks 300 cups.
Right. That's exactly what it's like. So you're just like, you calculate it out, you take her out, and you watch her just like burst into flame and die. And then as you're sitting there thinking, it clicks in your head. You're like, oh, water. We would have dumped water on her. It would have killed her too, like in the mist form. You yell that back to Ticto. That was the thing you were missing. In the mist form, if you do sunlight or water, they die. That's why I started the fire. I was hoping one of you would be like, I'm going to dump water on it. And then I could splash it on her and end this circular fight. But no.
I have no water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you could have, like, looked around.
Water skin, maybe?
Yeah,
Have
that
drank
would work.
water.
Any water would have worked.
Ticto's just like, God damn it.
So I guess I take as long as need be to cast Druidcraft over and over again to snuff out all the flames.
You get it done. So,
Can we find our doorknob?
sure. But,
Did she
Let me
drop
get an
any cool
investigation
loot,
check.
more importantly,
Also
when she
loots.
turned to Schloop?
what happened?
Did she
Also
drop any
loots.
cool loot?
Well,
when she turned her
before you
shield.
make that roll, I would like to cast guidance on you, and I would like to give you advantage because I am going to help.
Okay. Let me get a D20 roll from you, David, and then I want your investigation check.
I got an 18 on the D20 roll.
Good enough. All right. Cool. You feel like a vibration in your pocket real quick, and then it's done. But now your investigation check.
Okay. I'm glad that's with advantage because that was a 7. The first roll was bad. And the second roll's not much better. 11.
Okay. Well,
Did you add the
did she
D4?
explode?
Add a
Did she
D4.
explode?
And I did not add a D4. I can roll a D4 and we can do that as rolled a 4. So 15.
Nice. She explodes, and she leaves a pile of, like, just jewelry.
Sweet loot.
Yeah, it's just jewelry. You get like a very elaborate necklace and a couple rings. And looking at the necklace, it looks like that they've got some sapphires in it. It's very like ostentatious, like you would imagine like something a vampire would wear, you know, to be like, look at my fight, and a couple rings, you know, a small pouch of coins, fall off of her. She like poofs into dust. So, would you like to sell them, or would you like to just convert them to gold value?
Just gold value. We're not
I'd
big
like
on
this
replay.
gold value.
Okay,
We're
so
not big on
Fodor.
I'm not a haggler there.
Heck.
Okay. Well, I mean, like some people would like to be like, I want to keep it for something else. Like you
Yeah.
could use it for other things. Okay. Well, then the necklace itself is 150 gold pieces, and each ring, there's 2 of them, is 75
Wow.
gold pieces. So you have basically jewelry that is going to, which
300.
is going to be 300 gold pieces. But you will need to say, I go to a jeweler and sell it before it's usable money. Okay?
Okay.
But that's the value.
I'll put that in notes.
Okay? All right. So, Edward, you spend a fair amount of time druid crafting and you put the fire out. And there's like a lot of damage in the back of the room, but there's a few things that are standing out. There's several knobs that are undamaged. And then there's also a little small disc that is also undamaged.
Okay. Once we find our knob,
Okay.
I'm just going to.
Let me get an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm gonna assist him. I'm down there looking with him.
Much.
No, I want separate from each one of you, because
Oh,
each
okay.
one of you has a different thing.
Okay. So my investigation is not great. That is an 8.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Okay. Well, Edward, you're looking around for the knob. You do not find it. You find, but you do see laying on top of the ash a little like transparent disc that looks like it might work with that. It looks kind of like you could see through it. It's clear, but it's giving off a light little hum of energy.
I will pick it up.
Okay. Your first thought is that it looks like a lens.
I'll look through it.
It is strikingly clear. And when you look through it, you're able to, as you look through it, you can see, like, you notice whatever you focus on all the way to the end of the hallway is startlingly clear. Like, you can hold this and see, like, wood grain from the other side of the room. But then if you look at it close, you can see it equally as clear. It's like a magnifying glass, but will work up to 100 feet.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, which you love because it kind of like reminds you of your like little stargazer scope, and you can't wait to like see if that works. All right,
What do I get with
Joe,
an
you got
18?
18.
Yeah.
You find your door now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in addition, you also find a doorknob with like, it's like a book with the scroll in it, like on the thing, and you're like, I don't know what this is, but I'm keeping it. You put that in your pocket.
Found it.
And in addition to it too, you also find in the burnt charring of everything, you find a small, like, broken watch face. Like, it looks like part of a watch.
Oh.
But the clock face is, like, the only thing that's not damaged.
Yoink.
As I start preparing my ritual for detect magic, I want to yell over to Ticto, go ahead and open up our way home. This bitch won't be needing any of these things here. will take everything that isn't nailed down.
Okay, I'm just gonna we're gonna for the thing of brevity. We find because we're coming up on time, but we every doorknob in this room is magic. Every single one. And you find two scrolls that I'm just waiting for like Ticto to have a question.
I just heard scrolls.
Yes, two scrolls. Do you take them?
Yes.
I do.
All right, Edward, you take them? All right, cool. What are you keeping them or are you going to give them?
I'm going to look at what they are.
You cannot read them.
They're not in any language that I know of?
What languages do you know at this moment?
Common, Druidic, Elvish, Gnomish, Sylvan.
Then no.
Okay.
Is that
Wow, that's a lot of languages.
is that
Yeah.
Is that what I think it is, Edward?
Are you referring to it? Is it that kind of scroll?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Depends
these
on
are
what
two-
you think they are.
Are they like brain hurty languages when he looks at them, or are they just like
No, they are
languages
not.
he doesn't know? So theoretically,
Does any of you speak Orc?
oh,
Nope.
Okay.
probably not. Nope.
Yeah. They are two, like, localized polymorph spells written in Orc.
That's amazing.
Like, do you have the spell to translate?
We're all the wrong classes for that, I think.
Don't you have a spell to translate?
No.
We had one in the demon room, but I don't think we've had
Okay.
one since then.
Okay. It's okay. Cool. Then maybe find somebody to read it for you later. But I'll tell you what they are. They're enchantment spells. You can use them to enchant an item, and it's just that they're going to be titled Basher and Breaker, and yeah, it's just they're damage buffs.
Nice.
All right. Rain is like when you when you open the door, do you open the door to go out or do you use the knob to just leave without going back out? Ben, you're muted.
I said at this point, I think we're gonna go back to Navarian.
Okay. So you never go back outside, so you never see rain
Well,
at all? All right.
actually-
that's fine. It makes no difference.
Actually, I think Ticto. I was like, I'm gonna
He
open
said,
the.
let's go.
Okay,
Right? That's what you said? You said open a door back home?
that's what Edward said.
Do you take all the knobs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So, yeah, you have like upwards of like 60 different knobs now. Okay. And you just took them all. You're just like throwing them in your coat.
Oh, I was gonna say like because they're in boxes or whatever the fuck.
No, they're just out.
Okay, well then
They're just out on the shelves, but they're all magic. And then the two scrolls and all the doorknobs.
okay. In that
And
case,
so-
once he opens up the doorway back home, I'm just going to like kind of poke my head in and say, Navarian, do you have any use for doorknobs that go other places?
You're asking, do I need teleportation knobs? Like, you could always use another way to get in and out of Sigil.
Okay, then I
mean-
just start like bringing them in and like putting them down on like a desk or whatever he has, going back out, grabbing more, and like just going back and forth.
As you do this, he's like, He's like, you guys remind me of another trio that I worked with before that always seemed to overexceed my expectations. And as he's talking, he like waves his hand, and like this new alcove in his building like starts like just forming itself out. And he like, as he's talking, like you put the knobs on the ground and they'll just float over to the alcove. And he's like, I'll look at those later. But he's got them nicely in order, and now there's like this little alcove with all the knobs displayed. And it's just every little. You're muted again, Ben. You got little placards all over the place with just question marks on it. Just because he has no idea where they go.
I just imagine it's a doorway with like just like 60 different doorknobs on it. So you can just like...
it's like, imagine it's like that, you know, like
Yeah.
the bookshelves, except each one is like a carefully displayed doorknob with like a question mark because he doesn't know where they go yet. He's like, boy, he goes, I can't wait to figure out where this shit goes. He's like, that's gonna be great.
So what do we get in return for that?
You're joking, right?
I mean, we're just handing it over to you. Are you just...
Oh, well, you could keep them.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, do you have the time to go through 60 knobs and figure out what location, or have you been to 60 different locations to be able to look at it and go, oh, I know exactly where I'm at? Do you?
no.
Okay, well, I do. I've been around.
I mean, I could just like...
I mean, are
put
you
those-
an expert doorknob
We could just,
cataloger?
we could just put them back.
Yeah, and what purpose would that serve you? Like, I appreciate and respect the big dick strong arm motions. Try to get stuff, but I don't have to help you.
Very well.
Besides,
But you know what? You did pretty good anyway. So,
You were pretty excited about us finding all of these, so I
well,
thought
yeah,
maybe
but
we'd
not
get some
everything
form
is
of
like,
compensation.
oh, what do I get out of it? You know, it is fair. I will keep these doorknobs. But remember, we have larger things at stake than financial gain.
That's fair.
How was the chain?
it looked unaffected.
Well, thank the gods for that. Did you happen to lay eyes on the Lady of Pain?
No.
No?
we did. We saw. We
My
saw
arm.
a very tall lady walking around the city.
Is
She was
that what
walking?
it was?
Yeah, she was like, well, maybe like floating around. She was really
Oh,
tall.
okay, that's better. Like, I was
We
gonna
just
say
saw-
if she's walking, like we got a whole herd of problems.
We just saw like a really big lady, like really tall, really tall lady.
Was the city in all was what did it look like? Was it in disrepair? Or was it like just this clusterfuck of normal stuff?
I mean, we got stolen from, and then
Well, yeah, of course you did. You guys are idiots and you went to a city.
There
No
were,
offense.
Yeah.
You're just not urban wise.
there were parts of the city that looked like they were being worked on by these creatures that spoke in shapes.
Oh, the Dabu, yeah, they do that. It's so normal. Okay, good. So we can mark this off. And then he looks at Ticto. He's like, I'm sorry, I called you an idiot. You just don't understand that big cities come with pickpockets. It's almost like like taverns and ale. It
I
goes hand in
understand
hand.
there are certain things that I'm not smart about,
Yes,
but
that is a fair statement.
I have a very specialized knowledge on certain things. Thank you very much.
Excellent. And then he's gonna look. He's like, "Oh, you found another piece!" And he points at your face, at each one of your pieces. And he's gonna give you the rundown of like, and he's gonna show you how your watch face and your bracelet go together. And he's gonna show you how your like great wood staff and that little eye, like it now has like it's got like a hollower tube at the end of it, so like a sextant. You can like look through it, and he's going to show you how one of the chambers in your canister Fodor is now filled with a purplish energy. It's got a purple gem in it now. gonna be like, look like you guys were busy. But we are gonna leave it at that, and we will pick this back up next week.
All right.
I thank you all for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
We'll see you again next week.
Bye.